Hi, my name is Jamee Lee, and this is how I do it. I'm going to teach you today how I have taught my 3 dogs to do a foot stall. There's 3 things that I teach prior to even starting the foot stall, and that is a front, which is a setup, is getting the dog to go in front of you. And I'm going to have Diva assist me today. Come here, Diva. Front. So I teach them front, front, front. Yes, good girl. So I teach them front, and then I teach them feet up. So I want you to back up a little, back. So all I'm doing is a feet up, just feet, front feet, feet up. Yes, front feet. That teaches them to start moving upward. Yes, good girl. Off. I teach them off. And then I also teach the up, which is all the way. Up. There you go. So those are the 3 things that I teach, whether it doesn't matter what obstacle I use. It's getting them in front of me for the setup, feet up so that gets them start moving up, and then the up all the way, and then you've got your elements to start it. So Diva off. Now what I use crates, and they do have holes in them. Some people cover them. I don't, because it teaches the dog awareness of where their feet are at. This is a small crate. This right here, this circumference right here, basically, is the size of both of my feet together. So what I do is I start with a bigger crate. Diva front. Diva front. Yes. Up. Yes. And then once she gets up, I start moving it just a little bit. And they use and she's like, what is going on? Off. Then Diva front. Then I turn it. And I use it because your feet are down here when they first come up, and to bring your feet up, because we're looking at micro dogs, they're coming from the floor. So your feet are closer to the dog, and as they get up onto them, then you move them up. So this shows the movement. So I do this like this, Diva, up, yes, up, come on, up. Come on, there you go. She knows how to do this. But we haven't used the crate in quite some time. And off. Then once I've used the big crate, she gets used to going all the way up. I go to a smaller crate, just a smaller for circumference. Diva come, Diva front, Diva up. That's your feet, all the way, up. Come on, up. Yes, good girl, good girl. Then you kind of move it a little bit, get a little shaky, and then off. Then I go to 2. These are 2 crates that I have glued together. So it's the same thing. Diva up. Come on, up. Yes, good girl. And off. Then again, you want to tip it backwards to get it going. Diva come. Front. Yep, up. Yes. And you can move it around a little bit. It kind of gets them a little shaky. And they understand that, your feet are going to move. Off. Yes. Then I add the 3rd, because this is right about the height of when I'm laying on my back and my feet are up. This is just close to where my feet are going to be. Diva front. Diva up. Yes, good girl. And off. Diva front. Yes. Now I want to add the balancing part as far as the movement. Come here, Diva. Diva front. Off. Diva front. Up. Yes, and then you kind of move it around when it first gets up there. And then I also make her learn to stand. Stand. She doesn't like to stand. And I move it a little bit. Yes, and off. Which then, when you get all completed with all of that, then it goes into this. Now some people will teach the stall on their calves. I don't like to do that. Come here, Diva. Front. Sit. And then you can start with your feet up. Yes. And she's going to go automatically. And then as soon as she gets up there, you push your feet straight up and lock your knees out as much as possible. And off. But you can start with the feet up, feet. Yes. See, she's touching with her feet first. Good job. Yeah. Off. And I drop my feet down. And I teach, the other thing that I teach is I want them to go off the same way every time, so I always know which way they're going to go. But that is a foot stall. The other way to do a foot stall is on your stomach, which I've done before. It's pretty simple. It's the same thing, she's backwards. She just gets up there, and it's a foot stall. So it's a little bit lower to the ground for maybe a smaller dog. And then when she goes off, she always goes to my right. So that is how I teach it. That's how we do it. Hi, Miss Diva.